Hello, BookTube. It's a Saturday evening. I decided to do this tag. This is the Meet the BookTuber tag. I've been watching a few of these go around and I really enjoy them. Last night we had Santa Claus at the library, and that was a big hit. And there was this group of little girls sitting down in front, and they spontaneously broke out into song about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and it just got better from there. So went out, did a little shopping. Everything's covered in snow now, but the roads are all clear, so it was quite a enjoyable day. So let me get right to it. So this is a tag that was originally created by What Victoria Reed, and let me see. Please give your name, age, and location. Well, I just said there's snow, so it's going to be hard to. That'll limit the the range of places I can give you. But I live in Vermont. I am quite a bit older than 55, but I am not 60 yet. And my name is Mark Richardson, and this is Richardson Reads. Do you have any siblings? And if, where do you come in the sibling orders? I do. I have two sisters, both younger than I am. One is younger by about a year and a half, and one is younger by 6 years. I don't know why I keep putting my glasses back on. I can't read with them. What do you do for work or uni? I guess that's university. For work, I'm a library director. I've done many things in my life. I started out as a Coast Guardsman when I was 18 and did that for quite a number of years. I've done various law enforcement related and corporate security type jobs over my life, and just decided to go back to the college. I have 3 graduate degrees, 1 undergraduate degree, 2 undergraduate degrees. So I very much enjoy education, and then I became a librarian and moved to a small rural library, which I love, absolutely love. Do you have any kids? I do. I had them later in life than is traditional. I have a 13-year-old son, Sam, who is a legendary gamer, or so he tells me. A daughter, Madeline, who is 12. She is an artist and quite an accomplished musician, and plays the drums, and she plays in a jazz band, and also the school stuff. Then I have a 7-year-old son who believes that Pokemon is the #1 topic of conversation. So he tells me about creatures I do not know about, but he's a wonderful little guy. We're best friends. Do you have any pets? I have one now that's messing with the. I'm going to have to move off. I have 2 cats. I have. They both were barn cats. We live in a farm, so I expect cats to earn their keep. But they're wonderful. We enjoy them very much. Can you drive? That's question number 6. Yes. I've been driving for a very, very long time. I can drive standard or automatic. I have a commercial driver's license, so I'm licensed to drive 18-wheelers. I can parallel park an 18-wheeler. I've driven boats for, 40 years, of various sizes, all the way from large ships to search and rescue craft to different kinds of law enforcement boats. I've driven, snowmobiles since I was My father was a snowmobile dealer, so I've been driving those since I was probably 4 or 5 years old. And motorcycles. I'm trying to think what I can't drive. Right? I can't drive an airplane. I don't like airplanes. I've been in them a lot, helicopters a lot, but I do not fly aircraft. Number 7. What was your favorite subject at school? I would say science, and especially if it involved the outdoors. We had a wonderful program. I was in elementary school in the 1960s, and it was just becoming popular to have a lot of outdoor programming at our elementary school, and into junior high school, so it was great. So I would say science. I collected rocks, collected bones. I would go up in the mountains behind our house and track animals and learn the tracks and the leaves and everything else. So yeah, that would be my favorite subject. Yeah, a lot of that came about because a friend of the family got me Ranger Rick magazine. I don't know if any of you remember that. I know it's still around because I saw it at a warehouse club the other day. Loved the magazine, and it really encouraged me. Then we got National Wildlife magazine and stuff like that. National Geographic was big for that encouragement. Number 8, what is your favorite color? I'm trying to think if I have a favorite color. I love green. I love tan and brown, like leather books. I like, well, if you looked at my houses and you look at a lot of what I did, it would be a lot of green, yellow. If you look at my cars, it would be a lot of blues and reds. I don't know what I would say was my favorite. What is your favorite smell? Well, good bourbon, good cigar. Pipe tobacco is awful hard to beat. I know I'm not the first one to say this, but even people who don't smoke, and I'm not encouraging anybody to smoke, but I'm an old fella and my vices are built in. I like the, what is it, the vanilla Yankee candles. I love the smell of those. You can get those in a lot of the houses up here, and I really like those. And some of those other candles that tend to be the autumn ones, I guess. I really like those. And what is your favorite book or top 3? Now that's impossible. It would matter what we were talking about. It's a good question. It's just for me, it would be very, very difficult. I would say a lot of the maritime books, fiction and nonfiction. I love the Aubrey Maturin books. I love love a lot of the nonfiction, Captain Villiers and stuff like that. Tom Sawyer when I was a kid. A lot of science fiction. If I was to say top 3, I would say Hermann Hesse, Narcissus, or Hesse, depending on who you talk to. Narcissus and Goldman. Another German, I loved Gunter Grass's The Tin Drum. I would say they'd have to be up there. Oh, Nikos Kazantzakis, Freedom or Death. But there's so many. There's so many, and narrowing them down like that's not going to really work for me much. Because if we sat here and had a glass of wine or a beer together, we could talk all night about it. So, yeah, I have many, many, many books I enjoy. It probably matters what we were talking about. But that is the Meet the BookTuber Tag. I hope everyone has a good weekend, and you get all your shopping done and preparations for family gatherings and meals and parties. And we will see you soon. I'm going to sit here and have a little bit of this California stout. It's Lagunitas. Imperial Stout, brewed and bottled by the Lagunitas Brewing Company, Petaluma, California. I've had a few sips, and it's mighty good. So maybe that and a book and a little bit of jazz because of Miles Davis playing in the background. And I will see you soon. Thank you, BookTuber.